Ramble.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Try Guys plog. That's right. Zach and I were in St. Louis, in the airport. I know, the most famous location. We did an entire podcast there, exploring the space, meeting people. We learned a lot about planes. And also, I mentioned the fact that right now, I'm on tour with Lou Berger. If you're listening to this on the day it comes out, you can actually catch me tomorrow night in D.C. And then if you're on the other side of the country, or I guess the continent, you can see me in Vancouver, outside of Seattle, in Tacoma, and in Spokane the next few days. So check LouBergerComedy.com. You can find some tickets there. Come see me. But as for right now, just enjoy Zach and I in the St. Louis airport.
Keith, can you see the plane behind me?
Yeah, but your head's like right in front of the nose.
That's cool.
There you go.
So a plane just got here. This is dope. There's a guy on the plane. I can see the pilot in there.
Guy's got his lightsabers.
And he's holding.
He's putting the brakes.
The guy in the pilot kind of just like tapped the dash.
Oh, you know it's gonna be fun actually.
We get to see
a whole train of people's about to come out for us.
Oh shit. We specifically chose the place where there's supposed to be no one, and these people aren't going to stay. They're just going to go.
No, but they're definitely going to look at the two guys talking into microphones.
I've never watched the thing.
You never watched it? It's kind of like
what is it called? The tarmac.
The jet bridge.
Okay, that too. The jet
bridge.
You should come into my shop.
The tarmac is the road.
Oh, here it comes. It's like a big elephant nose sucking the plane. It's going to suck the plane off. Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I don't think it's going to suck the plane off.
Ooh,
it's more like blowing in the plane's ear.
Let me
like
get a little.
Sexy.
No, I think it's sucking.
You think it's sucking?
Yeah, look at it. It's going. Let me get you. Let me suck the
like
people out your hole.
Right? It literally is. It's creating a dock. Right?
So you think what we're watching? You think that this gaping hole that is about to go up against the obelisk of the plane and suck people out of its side urethra? You think that is akin to two male genitalia pressing into each other's foreskin?
Well, see, I think that the term docking of the genitalia is based off of a normal docking, and this is a normal docking.
But you said it was like docking.
It is like docking.
No,
but I didn't mean the sexual way.
You did. You know, see, you're raising your eyebrows.
What?
The people who are just listening, no, see, you did it again. Guys, if you're not watching, he's raising his eyebrows.
Yeah, so if you are just listening, make sure you finish the pod and then head on over to YouTube and watch it all over again.
I'm so mesmerized by the turbines. They have a little spiral in them, which feels unnecessary, but it feels like it's a little treat just for us.
It does look like a really slow worm, like just sort of slurping up the side of the plane.
I would like to.
Oh, here comes. Oh man, this is fun. Now we get to watch the
bags.
The bag wagon.
Oh yeah, bag wagon.
The bag wagon. Honestly, hey, look at the jet. How it has a funny little spiral.
Which jet?
The engine.
That's what I was just talking about.
The spiral.
Yeah, that's what
I totally wasn't listening
to you. What worm were you talking about?
The worm on. I was watching the suction, the docking sleeve.
No,
the docking
we're
sleeve
talking
looked
about
like a little slug.
Worms.
Now, what do you think this is?
Okay,
what do you think that is?
So we're talking about the yellow. Oh, this.
No,
thing,
the worms. The
black. They're like black hoses.
It's like maybe it's like a battery charger. It looks like a big.
What the hell is it?
It looks like a big charger.
How do you even describe what we're looking at?
It looks like a giant USB port.
but it's on. Okay, it's being lowered by a giant clothes hanger.
A rope.
And there's 3 hiking clips.
Yeah. What are carabiners?
Carabiners, thank you. And those are holding a giant USB.
And the mouth of the plane is open, sort of like an ant. You know how an ant has little like pincers? That's sort of.
I honestly think you are right, and it is a USB.
It's like a gigantic USB.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, we used to work there.
No.
No, Keith
Zach
and Zach.
Keith. Nice to meet you.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Oh.
The haunted houses, I love this so much,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Yeah, I think y'all debunked that ghost real. Wait, don't nobody really want to talk about that. Y'all debunked.
You're talking about when we go in haunted houses? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Appreciate it.
Take care.
That was good.
That was filled with.
I know
we talked a lot about the Terminator.
We're making a lot of friends.
That was one of the funniest misrepresentations of what we do that I've ever heard. I loved it. I loved every moment of it, from when they called both of us Ned to when they described the Watcher guys.
We are
it only would have been better if they said, oh, and also when you guys do the food videos with just your hands. Either way, nice to be recognized.
Yeah, we love
Even
that.
if it's not you.
Yeah. That really threw me. That was good. So they're loading the luggage onto
Oh, wait, look at
the
that
little tractor.
look at that.
Oh,
The bag just filled with air.
Oh, okay.
They're
So
sucking
there's
out all
a
the bad air,
yellow.
but in all new good air.
Do you think that's what that is?
I don't know.
What is that big yellow hose?
The aircraft is being hooked up to that yellow hose for the purpose of having the air to go through the plane at nighttime, so it circulates the air.
Oh, for
and
sure.
keeps it warm
Of
for
course.
the overnight.
You don't want the plane getting chilly.
No,
Well,
we
yeah,
don't
'cause
want the
it'll be
plane
cold.
chilled because then we'll have to de-ice it.
Is it
surprised.
going to get that
Frost-
cold tonight?
38 for the low, and the frost does get on the plane if it's not have
Right.
the cart and the hose up to it.
Wow.
So you're good.
You never think about all this stuff
Wow.
when
And
you're
then,
flying.
and then that black snake is like a USB. You know, this is normal for you. It's very exciting.
Thrilling. Look at all the tubes.
Try, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, our channel's called The Try Guys, and that's Zach. I'm Keith.
And now we're airport vloggers.
Our airport vloggers.
That's what we do now. You don't think about how someone.
Yeah, I hope they suck all those snakes out of that plane. I'm having a great time. We questioned whether this is going to be good, and honestly,
And now it's
great.
excellent.
It's maybe too good. We'll never be able to make another episode again.
This has to be a main channel video. We can't release this as a podcast. It's too good.
Okay, so we learned that you have to plug in the plane,
You got to plug in the plane.
keep it charging,
And you
just
gotta-
like we have to charge my computer and video game system.
That's a great point.
And we have to send air through the plane so it
Yep.
doesn't get too cold.
We don't want it to get chilly willy.
And then
Got to keep its innards warm.
here comes the conveyor belt car.
What is
this,
that?
I feel so. This is how they like load out the luggage. But don't you feel like this would just be a fun car to own?
I would love to own this
It's
car.
basically a
Whoa, where's it
treadmill.
going? Okay, let's go.
This feels like
Let's
an
go.
OK Go music video.
Here it
like,
goes. Here
item.
it goes. Here it goes. It goes.
Imagine like
Okay, do you think this is how the luggage gets on the plane to begin with?
yes,
Cool.
yes. Oh, and there's a spill cart.
What's the spill cart?
I don't know, but it's a spill cart.
Oh,
spills.
it's a cart where the spills
Spills.
go. I bet you it smells real bad.
I wonder what kind of spills go in there.
You don't want to know, bro.
I mean, is it dry?
Is it true? Do they still just release the pee-pee and poo-poo out in the air? They can't.
I don't
They
have
can't.
a clue how that happens, to be honest.
There was like a rumor back in the. These guys will know. Let's find out what they do with the pee-pee and poo-poo.
Yeah.
What do they?
We have a question for you.
What do they do with all the pee-pee and poo-poo inside the plane? The pee-pee and the poo-poo.
There's a truck that comes by. It's called a lab truck, and it will come by and empty it. There's a plane that has a single point in the back that where you hook up a hose and it'll
Oh, sort of like
Leave-
just like a boat or anything else
yes,
that you would,
exactly.
or an RV.
There's like a little mini hose on the lav cart, and they hook it up, pull the plug, and then they have a hose that hose on and put the blue juice on after they empty out the.
wow.
Poo-poo and the pee-pee. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Look at that. You
And
learned
look at this. Look at this
something
thing.
new. What? Which one?
This
What?
seesaw.
This yellow.
The seesaw with a big hook.
Yeah. What would?
What do you think
Again,
that's
how would you
for?
describe
And
it?
maybe
I'm
it's
not
like
sure.
a tow rig. What do you think that thing is?
I think it's.
The tow rig. Oh, I was very
No, you just called it a tow rig. No way.
Push the plane back with it when they get unloaded, you know.
Oh,
moved it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the other part of the snake.
That's the other part of the snake.
Hey, you know what? When you got a good joke, you just
you
keep
gotta
going.
ride it.
You ride it all it's worth.
You don't only just do it once. Oh, with the Try Guys. TRY.
Are we getting a subscriber
GUIS.
right now? This is
And then
huge.
this podcast is actually called the TryPod. But yeah, that second one, Try Guys, right there.
Guys,
That's the one.
I them, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
I don't think we've ever gotten a subscriber from
In
doing
real life.
this. This
Definitely
is,
not
this
on
is
a podcast.
exhilarating. Yo,
What?
that's the pilot? Wow. Oh my God, Keith, the pilot
Should
is
we-
right there. Keith, the
Do
pilot.
you think we could ask him how the flight went?
Keith, the pilots are right there.
We're learning. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's find out.
We've been
Hey
watching.
guys, congratulations on a great flight. We just wanted to say congratulations.
Yeah, how'd the flight go?
How'd the flight go?
Great flight.
Great.
Godly familiar.
We're internet boys. We're the Try Guys.
Recognize you from somewhere.
Yeah, I eat a lot of fast food on the internet. That's one of the ways
And I'm
you might
his
know
and
me.
I'm his shorter buddy.
Yeah. Well, I hope
Okay.
it went great.
Hey, great job, guys. Congratulations.
Where were you guys coming from? Chicago. I used to live there.
I did come with seemingly prank energy, and I didn't
definitely
mean, I didn't,
feels like we're here to make fun of people, and
And
we're really
we're-
the only people that are the butt of the joke, I think.
Ooh, this is a broken seat. Should I sit in it?
I can see where it's broken.
I
You're
kinda,
pretty light.
I want to try it. So I'm now reviewing the broken seat here at St. Louis International Airport.
Gate C6.
This is very fun. It's on an old printer with the
This
perforated
is like
edge.
fax paper.
This is when I first was in school. This is the
Same.
kind of paper that we had. So if you're not watching, it has holes along both sides. It's a dot matrix printer, I believe it's
And
called.
it has little rotors that had little teeth that used to go through those holes.
And then in between, there's perforated. You can rip this off.
Toilet paper.
Yeah. But you know what? Actually, this is a kind that I'm not even familiar with because this doesn't have a
Oh
perforated
yeah,
edge
normally
on
you
the
take
side.
off the sides too.
So I don't even know what machine this is from, but they used some old. This is like ticket receipts.
Things that go on your check bag tags.
Yes,
Check
that's
bag tags.
check
Sorry, I'm
bag
not
tag.
nowhere near the microphone right now because
Check
I'm
bag
trying
tags.
to.
So anyway, clearly, hey, take care.
you very
Thank you so
much.
much
Take
for
care.
the information on the poo-poo and pee-pee. So I'm now going to, clearly this was hastily done. They really wanted people to know to not sit here. They wrote in all caps, broken seat. And I'm now going to try it out and see just how broken it is. Okay, I am sitting down. My butt has made contact, and I'm stable.
You look fine.
I look fine. It is,
Yeah, it's definitely got some give.
it-
And
it's
it doesn't look
broken.
as comfortable as the other chairs.
it's broken, but I would say that a broken chair is no, this is still a chair.
Yeah, you can still sit in it.
I can still sit in it.
Well, you can sit on a lot of stuff.
That's a great point.
Earlier, when we were at that conference thing, I sat on a desk, and I thought really long and hard before I sat on it, and then finally I just did.
I mean, I could sit on you.
Yeah.
I could sit on the floor. A floor's not a chair.
We saw a picture of a little girl sitting on a dog today.
That's a great point.
That dog was
And
a
the dog
chair
was
in that
cool, and the
moment.
dog was cool with it.
I mean, he was totally chill with
Well,
it.
the dog was more of a couch or an ottoman.
I guess he was more of an ottoman being sat on like a chair.
Shall we go back to our original position?
I think so.
Okay. That was a
Okay.
good
That was a good segment.
Good injection
Learn
of
about
energy.
planes.
So
Careful.
let's put this back. Stand by.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was awesome, and now I honestly miss everyone.
So we were talking about my wedding videos.
Is that
and
really a
on
good
the
frame?
camera file? So we were talking about my wedding videos. Yeah, you did a great job officiating, and we were really so happy and honored to have you. Eugene did a welcome party speech that was
So good.
an all-timer, insane.
So Eugene.
He made, if you haven't seen, this IRL PowerPoint slide, and he asked me if we were gonna have like AV, if we were gonna have a giant projector. I'm like, no, Eugene. Like, I don't know what you're asking, but like, also you like. We said, like, just a 2-minute speech, just something sweet. You don't need to go. Like,
So-
I intentionally didn't want to make work for him. I know how busy he is.
Doesn't know how to not make work for himself. Here's also to even explain further. So obviously he had to print, I think, 56 pages to tape onto the paper. But you ask yourself, wait, where did he get that giant paper? He brought that for the entire week that we went to Puerto Vallarta before.
Shut up.
And it was rolled up in his suitcase
Oh my
in a way that it
God.
couldn't be bent.
Oh
so it
my
maintained
God.
its nice crispness. And then he kept putting off doing it.
But he brought the giant paper, but what he did not bring is the printouts, which
No.
he had to get printed
Yes.
in Mexico, which we were in this tiny-ass town where, like, they don't just have, like, a FedEx Kinko's around.
And we had all this time the whole week before where we were like basically just lounging around all day, and he could have like chipped away at it, right? He could have done one paper one day, one paper the next, and done it. But no, but in true Eugene-ness, he waited until the day of the party. He showed up to the party late because he was making this opus presentation, which was wonderful and hilarious.
great.
And even
Everyone's speeches were so good. My best
It was
man.
really
I-
great.
I didn't end up putting them in the video because it felt like watching someone else's vacation photos.
Right.
But all the speeches, my sister, Maggie's sister, one of Maggie's friends, Samara, who you may know from You Can Sit With Us, and my best man, Eric, all gave just incredible, hilarious, heartfelt speeches.
Yeah, they were like, there wasn't a bad speech in the bunch the entire wedding weekend.
Yeah.
I'm very used to going to weddings where there's at least one where it's like, Zach, you and I have been best friends since we were 6. I remember just when you were a little girl and you said that you would find the perfect man. And that day has come. And they're just so tropic.
I'm sorry that we don't have the popcorn here. You know what I'm talking about. Just like references to inside jokes that no one else gets.
From our wonderful nights in to our crazy nights in Malibu. Stacy.
The most egregious, terrible one I ever saw was two best men doing an attempted roast that lasted 18 minutes and was not funny.
That's unbelievable.
It was torture.
As someone who's done a lot of co-speeches, we've always still kept our co-speeches under 4 minutes.
Yeah, you have to.
That's for 2 people, so it's 2 minutes per person. We feel like that's plenty. And I try to make as short as I can.
Sure.
As short as I can, as heartfelt, and very funny with a nice little positive upturn at the end. That's how you do it.
It was nice, though. I mean, it seems like more and more people are doing this where you don't have, we didn't have like a religious person, a priest or a rabbi do our ceremony. I think it's so meaningful and special to have people that are close to you that you know and love. And also, like, you guys, you were there the night we met.
Truly.
And you've been with us through every part of the relationship. And also then just to look back at the photos and be like, it's Keith.
It was so great. The whole weekend was super beautiful. The weather was amazing. It was great to see all of our friends just having a fun vacation around the wedding. You know?
That was also so exciting and meaningful to me too, is I got to basically plan this vacation for all my friends.
Yeah.
I saw someone ask if I flew everyone out there. No. You out of your fucking mind? But I chose a location where the flights are cheap and the stay is even cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really important to me because I've gone to destination weddings where like you're dropping like $1,500 for hotels, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I figured out a way. I mean, I was having couples pay as little as $150 for the weekend, which is just incredible. Like it's and then to be like, hey, here's this favorite town of ours. Here's where to go. Here's all the restaurants. You're right on the beach. I got everyone's Airbnb and assigned them where to stay. That way, like, I was like, hey, you are staying here. You're right in town. I nailed everyone's except for my best friends.
Well, that was not even your fault, though. It was like the property only had 2 Airbnbs attached to it, but there was a 3rd Airbnb on that property.
That was not advertised.
And unfortunately, it was full of a family with kids, which it really wasn't a big issue. It's just that, like, it wasn't as beautiful as, and the problem was it wasn't as
else.
Everyone else's place looked. Every time I ran into someone, it was like, we're having the most incredible weekend of our lives. We're getting up and someone's serving us breakfast, and then we're all getting a massage, and then someone's making us mimosas, and someone's making us daiquiris, and someone's making, and I'm like, what?
We have a Canadian couple in our pool.
Yeah, there's a Canadian couple in our pool, and Becky got stung by a bee.
Oh no!
It actually happened on the last day, right before we were going to fly home, and Becky, as a kid, was once stung and had such a big allergic reaction that they took her and she had to get like an IV drip, which means it's a pretty severe reaction. Now, since then, Becky has not been stung, but she's always had an EpiPen.
Sure.
But we sort of stopped having the EpiPen with us for the last 5 or 6 years because they're very expensive. And it didn't seem like maybe it was a threat, but she got stung by like a bee.
What's funny, too, is that I thought I was giving you guys the best place by far, to the point that I almost stayed there myself. Because it's this beautiful modern-looking house. It's the only modern architecture in town. I had been dying to see it inside for years. And I was like, and it's right on the beach. And I was like, and there's 2 properties right next to each other. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, shit, this is going to be dope. I have Garrick and Kelsey in one of them, you guys in the other. Like, I'm going to get to go there. Maybe it'll be like the after-party house. Do you think we should stay there? No. But what I didn't know is that it's not 2 properties next to each other. It's one property.
It's like tandem parking.
Yeah, and so your guys' view
was nothing.
It was the wall of the next. It was so crushing.
Honestly, the thing that was the dumbest about it was just that the key situation was like it was 1966.
Yeah, you needed a key to get out.
There was one set of like jailer's keys. Like every single door needed its own key, and there was only one of each key.
That's so stupid.
And so, there were 6 people staying there. That means all 6 had to constantly communicate for one person to leave.
Nightmare.
Because you couldn't leave without a key either. There wasn't a doorknob. It was a key latch to get out. So if you wanted to leave, you had to have a key.
Or seems like a really dangerous situation.
Totally, I mean, you could have run to the beach, I suppose. And the proximity to the beach was great. And honestly, the proximity to you guys and all the activities was the best. But the place that Brian Wool and Jared Popkin and Rachel and everyone else stayed looked like paradise. It looked like the most paradise-esque thing I've ever seen. I went up there one day just to hang out, and they just made me daiquiris. And,
Oops.
And it was, whatever. I had a great time. We had a great time. It was a beautiful wedding. The boat day was super hilarious and fun. We only saw a couple whales, but we saw some.
Only a couple.
We only saw, and they
It
were
wasn't
very
a whale
far.
watching tour.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
Well, they at the beginning were like, we're going to see whales out there today.
I mean, this is a
They
crazy
did,
thing about that area is that there just are a ton of whales there. So any boat ride you go on becomes whale watching.
But the way that they presented it is like, okay, guys, now we're going to see some whales.
Oh, funny.
If you see a whale, make sure you tell us so we can turn off the engine and we can all look at the whales. I'm like, oh, I guess it's a whale. Oh, yeah, of course, it's whales. That's what people do. And but it was fun. They fed us well. They kept trying to give us drinks, and luckily, all the Coronas were these tiny bottle beers.
Ooh.
And I kind of loved the tiny beers because it made you not drink as much, but made you feel like you were still drinking the normal volume, but you were actually drinking way less. So I loved it. And I took the same amount of time to drink a tiny beer as a real beer in just hanging out. And then when I finished a tiny beer, I wasn't like in a rush to go get another one. I was just like
Nice.
chilling. So it was really great. I was never really hungover that whole trip.
I mean, it's such a luxury, obviously. I mean, every bit of my wedding was obviously a luxury. But to have a multiple day event wedding, I mean, we had friends come in on Thursday. We did this thing. We had the welcome party Friday, then the wedding. And because it was the Super Bowl, people were like, I'm not going to fly home. I'll stay. So we ended up hosting a Super Bowl party that had over 50% of the wedding. It was huge.
And the churro man.
So it was, very indulgent.
The best churros of my life. By far.
Oh, yeah.
The best churros I've ever had.
And did you notice how he made the churros?
He made it with the dick machine.
The sausage press. People who saw it without a recipe live will finally know. I made
but
sure.
But it's like a custom. He made it. And when you walk around Puerto Vallarta, I saw a few other people with other versions. They all have their own custom-made presses for their churros.
This guy, our churro man, he was the real deal. And, Maggie and I have this war between Churro Lady and Churro Man. This is a third Churro Man who he found, and he may be the best at all. The way that he makes churros, it's art. And it is so slow and delicate. And he takes the churro that he's just fried. He takes like a euthator, and he stabs it down the middle, down the urethra of the churro. And then he fills it with chocolate until it overfloweth with goo.
Yeah.
And it is a one-at-a-time, delicate process, and it is magical.
And I had more than my fair share. And I never felt bad about it because normally I was like kind of first wave. And then I left, and I let 45 minutes go by. People should have been able to get their churros. But after that, I'm like, I'm going back and getting another if they're still open. And I got more. And people are like, I didn't get any churros. I'm like, that's on you. You had time.
My mom, because we had them for the welcome party and then again for the Super Bowl, and my mom was like, we should get a different dessert, right? You can't get churros twice. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
The churros are all we wanted.
That's all you ever need. If I could have that every day of my life, I would. I would eat it every single day, and I'm not exaggerating. If it was like, hey, Zach, you can either eat it every day, no skips,
or never
again,
yeah.
I would eat it every
You'd
single
have
day.
To. Well, you at least get the variety of the strawberry, the caramel, the chocolate, the mixed, or the plain.
And there was one that just looked straight up like pee-pee juice.
Yeah, it looked like pee-pee juice. It was like the caramel, right?
No, there was a white one.
There's a white one.
There was a white one.
When you say pee-pee juice, do you mean? I don't remember that one.
Oh, it looked... And it had that like watery consistency too.
Yeah.
it was upsetting.
I didn't
especially watching it like just overflow and ooze at the end. To wrap up the wedding stuff, because I know that we've given you guys a ton of content around it. The very nice of you guys to have such a nice reaction to the whole leg story.
Mm-hmm.
I was honestly really afraid that I was going to get backlash of people being like, you fucking idiot. Why did you do that? I thought people were going to be mad at me for injuring myself. And it took me, so it's really nice that people aren't mad at me.
That's a good one.
And it took me a lot to forgive myself for the accident. I'm not fully there yet, but I'm trying to. I don't know if this is helpful to you in the future, if you have some crazy catastrophe accident, to understand that it is an accident, and even if it's a little bit your fault, it's not your fault. Shit happens.
Yeah, accidents still have someone at fault, but it doesn't mean that you should. I mean, it's still an accident. Yeah. You still doesn't mean you deserved it.
There's one detail too that I wasn't able to make into that video, but so I have ankylosing spondylitis. I'm on a medicine that's an immune suppressing medicine.
Right.
And for the 2 months that I was dealing with this, I had to stop taking my medicine, which sucks.
I bet did that just make the rest of your body hurt even more?
Exactly.
Fuck.
And so what I found out is the medicine that I'm on is the single most healing inhibiting medicine that exists. There's a chart of every medicine that could ever be. The one that I'm on is the number one worst for your body healing. So I had healing complications. And
of course.
And I had I take an injection every month. So I took the injection literally the day of my injury. So it was too late. Like I had to wait a month. It was still in my body.
Wow.
And because I had this problem, I had this thing called I'm blanking, I forget, but it was this white crud where basically
the film that grew on your leg.
Well,
right?
that was a different gross thing.
Oh.
So guys, there were so many twists and turns in the story that it just was like it was stupid to include it all in the video. It was too much. But my skin was growing the wrong way back. And so we had to break it up.
Yeah.
And there's two ways you can break it up. One is like literally putting like a Q-tip in there and just rubbing it inside the wound. Two is a chemical. But every single day to keep my wound open, Maggie had to pack my wound. And what that means is I had a 4.5 centimeter hole. We left it open after we took my forbidden boba straw out, and it was just a 4.5 centimeter hole. We didn't want it to grow the wrong way, which is from the outside in, because now you have a pocket of blood, and then it can get infected again. You want it to grow from the inside to the surface.
Right.
So to do that, you pack it with sterile gauze, which means you're taking a Q-tip and you are with like a stringy snake gauze that's dipped in some antisporin whatever. I'm making up words.
Some kind of gunk.
Sterilizing something.
Healing gunk.
And you shove it inside the hole, and it is weird. Because there's not supposed to be a hole there.
It hurt, right?
It hurt a lot in the beginning and less over time. I mean, it hurt when it was infected. When it was infected, it was the worst feeling.
Blinding for sure.
Just like squeezing my pillow and being like, "You're doing so good, Maggie." No, it doesn't hurt. Oh, you're doing really good.
Yeah.
But she had to do that twice a day, every single day. She also had to pack my wound in the middle of our wedding. So.
Oh, and in between the ceremony and the reception? Wow.
During our wedding.
You were dancing up a storm. Thank God she did.
I know.
You would have just started bleeding.
Everywhere. So we did our like first dancing where everyone partied. Then everyone sat down for dinner. We went down to the beach and took like beautiful sunset photo, video.
Right and sorry, that kid was staring a hole right through my brain. And I just didn't know I didn't know what to do. He like started crawling up that little jet bridge that he's playing on.
Yeah, this playpen is a fake airport, and he is right now packing himself into the plane like he's luggage. But he's staring at us, and he has his hands on his hips, standing akimbo like he's better than us.
Yeah, he really scared me for a moment there. It was like I was really like he wasn't even looking at us, and he just turned his head sharply and looked straight down the barrel. It was really intense. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt that story, but it was really intense. I didn't expect him to stare at me like that. It was like kind of like an evil possessed child for a moment.
His head just
swiveled
around.
It was really intense.
So everyone's eating dinner. We go into a back room. She is wearing her beautiful, stunning wedding dress. Wow. I am in a tuxedo, and we roll up my pants, and she packs my wound, and we put gauze over it, and we get right back on the dance floor.
Yeah, I feel like the camera team should have captured that.
Yeah, we were going
kind of romantic.
But then we decided against it.
Yeah,
we were like, we actually don't want photos
of this. I get why you didn't do that. Of course, I get why you didn't.
There was one other detail. Oh, this is cool too. So apparently, I bleed weird. There was that time where
compared to what?
Well, I need to go to a hematologist because I just bleed too much.
Hematologist.
That's a blood guy.
Blood guy.
So, because when they took out my forbidden boba straw, that was the time. I posted this on my Instagram story if you guys didn't see. My sock was drenched in blood.
Your sock is a color of blood that I thought
was fake.
Was fake blood.
Yeah, it looks like when you go to a Halloween
It's
store.
watermelon red. It's like not dark at all. It was so bright. No.
Yeah, it was an insane. Like to see that in real life was really surreal. But that it bled for like 10 minutes and then stopped. But like it gushed like
Right.
Tarantino.
Well, I mean, yeah, I
gushed.
could see the amount of blood on your sock. It must have
Hello.
been.
Yeah.
Well, she's talking about the video.
What? Are you asking if we're okay because we're in St. Louis? Oh, okay. Yeah, my foot. Yeah,
We're
I'm doing okay.
We're
talking about
the foot right now.
You want to come hang out?
You want to come? Come here.
Just get over here.
Get over here. Come on. We got to ask a question.
I was in the middle of a story, but it's fine.
It's okay.
This
We
is a
sure are.
podcast. You're on the plog.
You go to Washington. What's your name?
My name is Angela.
Hey, Angela.
Angela, what are you studying in school?
Environmental analysis and
Make sure you're on
minoring
her.
in legal studies.
Environmental analysis. What is your current analysis of the environment?
The U.S. is doing a pretty terrible job,
Yeah.
but
Tell 'em.
I think the future of our generation is headed in a good direction.
What can we do to
Yeah.
save the environment?
Today.
Right now,
Everyone listening right now, what's one thing they can do?
I think that people should start investing in green technologies. The reason why is because they become cheaper the more people that invest in them. Therefore, they become better in the future.
Does investing mean buying it or like going to stocks.com?
No.
Electric car stock.
Okay, I actually am like not really into electric cars, and that's really because
People don't know this.
like batteries and stuff,
It takes
require
more-
really big mining operations.
Doesn't
things
it
like
have
that.
a bigger negative impact because of all the mining that we're having to do to make all these new electric cars? If you want to buy an electric car, you
Yeah.
should buy a used electric car.
Yes, exactly. Or like there are really cool other technologies that don't require like using fossil fuels. Like, have you guys heard of carbon capture technology? That's basically like factories produce a lot of fossil fuels and stuff. So they have these like devices called carbon scrubbers and other things like that, where they basically trap the carbon that is supposed to be released from the factory.
Gotcha.
And then it just stores it and turns it into things like carbon dioxide bubbles that you put in soda and like other cool things. So you can like repurpose the fossil fuels that are being emitted from factories into other things.
That's sick as hell.
Okay. I got a question though. Devil's advocate. How do we get to a future where cars can run off of purely green energy? Because right now, even if still a lot of the electricity we make is made still with non-green things, like where you can use electricity, but the electricity was made sometimes still by burning coal, which is hilarious. But like what? Because you said to invest. Like what really can we do with because I have a half electric car. I want to get another electric car because I like that idea. It's better than I feel like straight fuel, but maybe it's not. But what can I do?
So I think there's a couple things. There's a lot of cool alternative energy sources out there, like things that people are kind of scared of, like nuclear. Fusion is a new thing on the market. That's up and coming. I also think things
Doesn't
like
nuclear, though, you create all this heat and then you have to cool it down somehow, and then it does warm up the water?
Yeah, but the good thing about water is it's really good like protection from releasing radioactive like material. So like even 10 feet of water can protect you from the center of a nuclear core.
Whoa.
That's why like you can stand on top of a nuclear core as long as there's 10 feet of water separating you. Like they have a reactor core at MIT, which I'm learning about in my class right now, that students can like totally just stand over.
So when you're at your school and you're learning about things at MIT, does your professor go like, oh, I wish we were there. I wish we had a nuclear core.
No, I mean, I think
Washington is also a very reputable school. You have a very smart school.
it's really great, but
She's retained more in school than we retained in 4 years.
She's in school.
That's
it's
fair.
fresh.
That's
when you
true.
asked me about Shakespeare when I was a junior, I probably could have told you all sorts of shit I can't remember.
no, but yeah, like I think my professors at least are really good about like celebrating the accomplishments of other schools and like highlighting what other things are happening in the world and like bringing it back to us, not really focusing on our selfishness and our pride as a school, but like,
Okay, I'm gonna hit you. We're at an airport.
I have important questions.
Okay, I'd say we should also ask about like how's the airplane gonna fly with green energy? Because we fucking need planes, but they really are bad.
actually I just heard, I don't know, it's a private company that did this, but they just flew the world's first carbon neutral flight.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know.
Was it like because they donated to a? Okay.
It's like I think it's completely ran on a battery, actually, which is carbon neutral, but still
It was a battery made of paper.
maybe who knows? I don't know how that works.
That was a bunch of really awesome environment stuff. We have some important questions for you.
You guys' original
That's true.
things that you guys were talking about, but
So you are currently in college.
yes,
Are we cool?
yes.
Two college students, not
Me-
just you.
Oh my gosh, me and my friends, everyone that I know talks about you guys. I follow you guys.
They
on
talk
Insta.
about us. What kind of stuff do you talk about?
Well, so you just got married.
got married,
Congratulations.
yeah,
That was like a big thing.
There's a discussion on the campus.
I mean, yeah, like people talk about it, of course. Whenever there's drama, we don't need to talk about that. But like people are talking about everything.
What drama were people talking about?
Well,
What drama could you be referring
the
to?
Try Guys are the Try Guys now. That was like a big point of discussion when that was happening.
I bet. I believe that.
A lot of people talk about like Eugene's coming out video, and I know that's like not really relevant as much right now.
It's always relevant for those who need it.
of course.
Right?
But like,
I'm thrilled to hear that.
it's an older video, but people still talk
I'll
about
be excited to hear that.
the like impact of that, and like
Hell yeah.
a lot of people talk about how it inspired them, or the music, like they associate the songs that he played,
The
with
Odessa
yeah.
song.
so iconic.
What can we be doing better?
I don't know, honestly. I think you guys put out a lot of great content. Like I really liked
She's a good guest.
I really liked the when you guys
We're back to the
aired
show.
like the what was it? I can't remember the recipe video.
Oh, the live without a recipe
yes.
special. Do you watch that?
I watched it.
It was sick.
Yeah, it was great.
Fun.
So I think you guys do a really good job with that. And
We might do a Shakespeare live show.
where in St. Louis?
I guess an announcement right here, right now.
Wait, that's so cool.
We were gonna do it without a recipe live in the summer again, and we're like, what if we instead do Romeo and Juliet live?
Oh my god! And you guys are the characters.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Who's Juliet?
Obviously,
Oh my
Keith.
God, oh my
Obviously,
God.
Keith is Juliet.
And I like that you incorporate like I can't remember your comedy group's name.
Lou Burger.
Yes, Lou Burger. I like how you incorporate that into like some of your stuff. They're like really funny. And you guys do so much cool stuff. I loved the Broadway video.
Hell yeah. You know what?
Everything's
She's
great.
cool. I like her.
You're cool.
I can't wait for the marriage videos.
Okay, and this is another question. Is being on the podcast going to be good for your street cred?
Oh my god, yeah.
hell yeah.
I'm just gonna like tell all my friends after this. Like, I just saw the Try Guys in an airport. I like kind of did a double take.
You actually should just say like you ran into them and got a quick picture.
I do need
and
a
then
picture before I leave.
Don't elaborate.
If that's okay.
Just like put on this podcast like when you're at a party with them. You're like, oh my gosh, they put a new podcast out. Let's check this out. And then
And they
just
talk for
Be like, oh my
20
god,
minutes.
oh yeah, I forgot we did that. That's funny. That's
just
weird.
jump to minute 42 just to see what happens.
Oh yeah, just like a casual everyday kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, when you came in, you asked how I'm doing. Do you
Yeah.
want to hear some leg goss?
Okay, I'm a little squeamish, so maybe leave out like the squeamy details.
This is
But
Focused on the most disgusting parts when you came, actually.
this is exclusively the grossest part
are you
of the
okay
story.
now? Like actually?
Yeah, you want to see my scar?
Sure. Oh, that's gnarly. Okay.
It was bigger.
It was a real
I'm a
scar.
fan of Crocs. I hate that people were coming after the Crocs.
It's not the Crocs' fault.
It's not.
It's she gets it.
I do.
So this is
Not the Crocs' fault, but I do think decisions like wearing Crocs on a treadmill lead you
Maybe
to
there's a
something
time and a
like
place.
that.
enough
Maybe
of
there's a
you.
time and a place.
Miles, can we cut that out?
But
Cut that out, please. Cut
You
that
can't hate on the Crocs. They're
So
great.
I was telling him that it turns out I'm a weird bleeder, and I bleed too much. I just don't stop. And so when they took out,
Stop bleeding. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a journey.
Oh, that was good. That was
you
good.
are incorrigible. So they took out my sutures, which are special stitches,
Yeah.
and I was bleeding. And then he just, he would like put pressure on it and then take it off. I'm like, no, you're still bleeding. Put pressure on it, take it off. You're still bleeding. So eventually he goes, I guess we have to cauterize the wound.
Oh.
They're gonna lightsaber you?
Oh, is that what that
Shit.
is? Ooh.
Well, yeah, it's burning to seal it, like a lightsaber. You know when
sounds painful.
Well, you know
Were
when a
you- were
lightsaber
you-
cuts someone in half and they don't bleed because it's immediately cauterizing the wound. Yeah. how about that?
Wow.
So he.
Were you awake? What
Oh yeah, I was
the, like-
awake. So I'm laying face down, and he takes a big fat ass needle and numbs me up, and he stabs right into my hole. Because that's the part that needs to be
Okay.
That's the part that needs to be numb. So he numbs my hole and then takes a little cauterizing iron. If you ever were in shop class, And for the next 3 minutes, I am hearing tss while I am
Can
smelling
you
my
smell?
flesh
Yeah.
burning in the room. And he
Ugh.
burns my wound close, and it looks like, I mean, it's just charred. And for those wondering if you're watching Yellow Jackets, burning flesh smells awful. But also, this went past cook. It just went straight to burn. So that's a little. You did say you're squeamish, and I didn't
No,
honor
I was
that
just
at all.
Like, I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, and I didn't. I was like, should I look? And Maggie's like, maybe don't.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to watch, and I do regret that.
I wouldn't.
Angela, you were a fantastic guest.
Where can people find you on the internet?
Do you want people to find you?
I'm a pretty non
think that's
public
the right way
person.
to. Honestly,
but
you're
keep it that
fucking
way.
dope.
But you know,
Do you want us to
at least
pixelate your
you
face
should
this
have,
whole time?
like- Yeah, that's fine. I have
do
no
you want it?
problem. Sure.
No, do you actually want that? Because we won't do it.
No,
unless you
it's
want
just
it.
like I'm not a person that clout chases, but I don't mind it. Like
We're gonna not pixelate your face because we want your friends to see how
yes,
cool you are.
Yes.
Okay, so you don't want
Awesome.
it. Great.
Sure. Yeah, fine, totally.
Where are you flying to?
Orlando.
Oh, Disney?
No.
Universal Studios?
No.
Nickelodeon?
This is visiting my boyfriend.
Hey.
Yeah.
Cool.
Totally gorge.
Maybe he'll take you to Disney.
Maybe one day.
You should try. I guess it's probably really busy though with spring break right now.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not spring break. We're past spring break. It's just we're long distance. So.
Rough.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've
That's
been there.
tough.
Okay, let's take a picture.
You Try Guys fan?
Yes, we talk about you guys all the
Hell yeah.
Very cool. Is he more of a Keith or a Zach?
time. Photoshop.
Well, he'll be able to see the episode later. He'd be like, if it was real, why would they have microphones in the airport?
He's gonna be like so.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. Okay, well, it's
Okay.
great to meet you.
Yeah, great to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Safe travel.
Good
Thanks.
luck. Thanks for saving the planet.
Bye.
Wow, Angela was a great guest.
Unbelievable.
I think that your stuff is probably charged now.
Yeah, I think you're right. Here, hold this.
Okay. I think that we should take a pee break, and then we should go check out the rest of this place.
We take a pre-break. I'll let you go first.
Okay.
And then I'll go second because it's at 92%, which is really good.
That's really good.
But it's not all the way. And,
And we
these are long
said-
flights.
And we want to be all the way.
We want to be all the way.
It's longer going back.
I know. And it was really fucking long to get here. Remember how awful that flight was?
Yeah, it was a
That
bad
was because we
flight.
took off like 50 minutes after we got on the plane.
Yeah.
Well, let's pause this and go pee, and then when we're back, we'll be walking through the airport.
We're on the
We
move.
did it.
We're headed to our terminal. This has been a thrilling episode. There's a Rip Curl here. Kingside Diner is coming soon.
Coming soon.
So if you head back here in 2023,
Check out this art installation.
yeah, it's pretty nice.
How you doing?
And we're-
Everyone's giving us a lot of looks.
like the look of like, wow, look at those two cool people.
Uh-huh.
Now I noticed that we're the only people wearing face masks, and that's been true every time I travel lately. Keith and I were wearing the flimsier masks. I actually did. I got COVID recently, and so I'm living in my little post bubble where I theoretically can't get reinfected, but I don't want to get sick from other things either.
Yeah, I know.
But I took advantage of that, and I was able to film. I was like, okay, cool. I've got a month where I can do whatever I want. Let's film as many videos as possible. So I went to
Hold on, we got to
Universal
talk
Studios.
about this.
Wow. Enjoy
so
to go Ted Drew's
This guy.
frozen custard.
The vibe this guy has, unbelievable.
It's your dad on vacation. He's wearing a yellow shirt tucked
Look at
into
that.
khakis. What seems to be khaki shorts with a belt.
really tremendous.
And well, hold on.
Oh, and then-
now it's a custard machine.
cost
I'm not-
$6.
I'm not a custard fan, but I feel like we'd be. What's up, man?
Yo, how's it going?
What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Good. We're shooting a little podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I like watching.
Where are you flying to?
Well, we just came from Shutterfest. We're going back to Orlando.
Where you came
now.
from what?
Shutterfest.
Shutterfest?
Yeah.
Like where they sell like window shutters?
I heard shredder. Like I thought it was like a hard. So Shutter, is it a film thing or is it?
Photography.
Photography conference. But I'm looking for a video conference. I'm a video guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, same thing, man. Yeah, I'm Golden Creative on Instagram, Facebook, website.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
What's one reason why someone should go look at your work?
Outside the box, think different, and just grinding.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Support artists.
What do you think about custard?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
this good?
Yes. So we had somebody random from the actual place. I mean, from Shutterfest, and he took us randomly over there, and we actually had it. We're like, yo, don't fucking take us
Wow.
to like a place.
Do you think we should get some custard?
We can't have custard. It will ruin our stomachs.
Okay, no.
It's egg milk, bro.
You had the turtle. No, not the turtle. You had the turtle. I had the messy Murph. No.
You're making shit up now.
The messy Merv.
No, I don't remember.
The messy Merv is what I want.
Yeah, man.
Be well. Take care.
See ya.
Oh yeah, what time is our flight? It's really soon.
Yeah.
What gate are we going to?
C18.
Oh, I see it.
I see 18.
I see 18. I see 18, but what's our gate?
Oh, it's C18.
No, I see it too, but what's our gate?
C18?
Oh wait, shit, Keith, we should have gotten dinner.
It's Try Guys, but this will be on the TryPod, which is our podcast. Yeah.
Wait, Keith, wait, hold on. Wait, we're landing at like 10:30 and we didn't get dinner.
Uh-oh!
Wait, what are we gonna do?
I don't think we can do anything. Great Wraps is closed. And the custard, man, that'll never keep.
I know. What the fuck are we gonna do?
I tried to put Sans. I was trying to film that guy because he wanted to be in the video, but then he stopped.
Okay, wait. We gotta speed run this. There's a Starbucks that won't do.
We missed the Chili's.
There's a Jamba. No, I don't want a Chili's.
Well, you can't. There's no time for Chili's anyway. There's nothing else up to you, bro. There's vending machines
we
down
board
there.
in 3 minutes.
I have some granola bars. Dude, what? You beggars can't be choosers.
Hello, friend. It's Angela again. We forgot to get food. Okay, there's a vending machine. Oh, Keith,
that's
I
your
don't know
best
if you know
bet,
this,
man.
that one of my biggest fears in life
It's starving to death on a commercial flight.
It's just being a little hungry.
I have chips and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't want chips and stuff. Okay, I see something called the farmer's fridge.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Okay, well, we're
Dude,
walking to
it has
it.
salads and sandwiches. We're saved. Hey,
You get?
that's us.
Did you get farmer's fridge?
Is it good?
Is it good? Take a bite. Let me know. Take a
Okay.
bite.
Yeah,
It's a
nice to meet you.
pleasure.
We're about to fly. Okay, this is it, guys.
Okay,
we gotta
wait.
go. We gotta get some food, and then
Okay.
we gotta get on the plane. in
No,
like
I know,
3
but I
minutes.
gotta. Well, I could get a green goddess. Oh, it has feta in it. Oh shit. Oh no. Grilled chicken and the. Oh no. Oh, all of it has peppers or cheese. Oh no. What about a Napa chickpea wrap? Let's see. Okay. Oh, that looks
Vegetarian and
really
vegan.
bad.
But I bet it has.
Okay. Looking real quick. It's got riboflavin. It's got sunflower oil. It's got wheat. Does it have? I don't see.
I don't see it.
I don't see bell pepper. We're calling that sold, baby. You want anything, Keith?
Yeah.
Okay. Back. What do you want? You want a pineapple coconut chia pudding?
Certainly not.
You want
Go
a
down to what other wraps are.
Baja
It's gonna be the
Bowl?
easiest to eat.
turkey apple and white cheddar?
Sure.
Add to cart. And often purchase with it. Would you like some chips and guac?
No.
Would you like some pineapple coconut chia
No.
pudding?
No, we're good.
Okay, we're gonna go buy now.
Yeah.
Guys, this has been an exhilarating. Oh wow, we have a line. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching the TryPod. We'll see you later. Have a good ass week.